y jugamos 6 mapas. Pero aquí no sé cómo verga hacen con el pick ban. Tendría que pensarlo. Bueno, cállense todos. Ah, re loco, ¿no? Como si estuviesen hablando de...
Your team's presence on the assault rifle. Anzai, King.
Silencio. Empieza el coito.
Absolutely get the win up against Elevate. Let's come and find out as the last year's Fold Invitational. Men's Elevate, the last team standing outside of CDM region, is now good to go up against Wolves.
We're not even waiting at all. We're not waiting
Hacienda, Hacienda que, ojo que en Hacienda Godlike le ganó a Wolf. No es uno de los mapas que yo creo que Wolf juega bien. Asumo yo que es pick de Elevate.
Nice shots coming through for Elevate as they find 4 players to go down for
recuerden que este mapa se lo ganó Godlike a Wolf bien tranquila, verdad, así que quiero pensar que es pick de Elevate.
Able to get the premiers in check, and they're going to be cashing out the first 15 seconds on the first 30 seconds.
A 4-man crash here coming and led it by instead of the tunnels by the side of Elevate. They're going to be able to get the break inside of the hill. Peg playing scrappy, not going to be able to get the influence, not just yet. Lack of smokes here from the set of Elevate, making them quite struggle quite a lot to remain and get the consistency up inside, but
sí, Elevate es uno de los mejores hardpoint del mundo, así que Wolf lo tiene difícil en este mapa, la tiene difícil.
You get to see on the map player 4 and player 1 as well from the set of Elevate, located already for the early rotation, but they don't really have the rock spot.
Gracias por dejar la view ahí en Kick, hermanito Rodocera. Gracias chicos, todos los que están en YouTube y tienen laptop o PC gamer y pueden dejar la view en Kick. Muchas gracias.
But kill is going to be there to reinforce. A lot of players is inside of the hill for Elevate, ready for the trades to happen. Here comes the wave for Peg. He takes one guy down, and here comes the collapse inside for Elevate, with Susano making the plays. PJ shots down the push in the white room, and they maintain the hold inside the hill.
Oh wow, I mean, I haven't seen a team dominate P2 without rock spawns in such a long time, and Elevate so far, they claimed the first 30 seconds inside of the hill. Until then, they are still
pick de Wolf, dice ahí el Noxum. Uy, no sé, hermano, qué pick tan pendejo entonces.
It's really not all about the ARs here, man.
Wolf eligió el mapa y dicen, ah, bueno, pues, ojalá que algo hagan porque ya empezaron. Ojalá que algún secreto truquito tengan.
The SMGs that's been creating the opening picks here for Elevate, and that's why this hard point has turned into a money hill. Wolves gonna have to figure out something as we enter the next hill. They're gonna have that early rotation. Number 1, Yellow and Peg is gonna have that pillars, but he does get cut down. But at least you do have a couple of players ready to enter inside the hill.
If you look at your top left of your screen, 4 operators already available here for the set of Elevate. War Machine gonna get invested by the set of Kendi. They could possibly zone things out, especially now they have a claw as well on top money. Susano bagging it down. Cash directly inside of his pocket. Wolves having a hard time to even get near inside of the hard point because they are fully locking this one down. Sparrow gets contested as well. And here we go. It's looking to be a full 60 here, Cali.
El mejor BID versus el peor BID. Bueno, ahí sí Wolf tendría que ganar sin problema, ¿no? A menos que se apendejen, pero yo creo que todo bien. En este hardpoint, en este mapa, si Godlike se lo ha ganado, Elevate no debería complicarse, ¿no?
Only having 3 eliminations, and that's not going to be helping this team at all. If you're utilizing yourself an SMG, you're going to get completely eaten up by the Yopi and PJ combination that already has themselves 32 kills in this elimination department. So it is just currently top for the squad at the moment as you just kind of gave up 2 money hills for Elevate.
101 and 39 as we start this last and final hill before we go back for the reset.
Annihilator
is out. Split spawn situation here for the side of Elevate. It's only going to be Flo here actually anchoring towards the garage, but Zai's going to go for the open hall. Will only be able to find one. Fortunately, the trade is there. King now pushing up with an equalizer. Has 2 opportunities right around. Drops down, looking for some more. Trying to go on a spray, but looking like Elevate was able to scatter around enough for them to mitigate the impact off the equalizer.
Yeah, X-King, nice shots on the mid-map. You got a little bit of a presence here, but here comes the next wave for Elevate. You do get the shutdown there as 5 players for Elevate just go downside, getting himself in the board with 19 eliminations, slowly catching up to PJ. Just got 20, the highest on the lobby, starting them to pieces.
Tenía que cortar un poco mejor ahí. La garra la va a guardar, creo, Page. Y acabó ese hardpoint.
Back inside the game.
all in the name of Wolves here for this last and final hill. It only took them
Verga,
one
se
good
chuparon
run,
todo ese
Kelly, to
hardware,
go back
hermano,
straight
todo,
into the
eh.
action. 87 to 104. Still the lead is on for the side of the Red Rebellion. They go back to P1. They need to make more scrappy plays here in comparison to Elevate.
Buena, Vázquez, ¿cómo
We
estamos?
open things up now here for this very hard point with two operators well available for Wolves to invest.
Aún así sigo viendo Elevate más cómodo en este mapa. Vamos a ver qué onda. Fue un hardpoint bueno, solamente un hardpoint bueno de Wolf nada más.
Okay, I
Es
mean,
que
it's all right. I mean,
Elevate
it's
está
just
dando
going to
la
be
vida en el
P1
punto,
after
hermano.
all.
Todos se
Back
meten.
for
hermano.
Scrappy, it's the name of the game on this matchup. But you still need King to step things up, as it's currently not being felt in terms of the SMG presence inside of the matchup so far. PJ going to be utilizing the smoke to hide around the corners and get more time and get this hill contested. Peg going to be inside of the hill, and PJ gets the swing by. He still stays alive. King going to fall down like a fly as Wolves still trying to scrappily get these attacks with their ARs, but you can see the counter there for Elevate is just utilizing that smoke to make sure that they get the most time on this B1, turn it into a mud hill.
Sí, Elevate le sabe mejor más al trabajo de OVA. Dentro del punto se mueven y se portean muy bien. Mira qué limpieza.
There towards rocks, but does it really matter? I mean, we were able to see Elevate prosper coming from the spawns on towards driveway, but they decided to push up now.
No tuve tiempo de darlo, mago. Será mañana.
Are in a very
O cuando
dark
pueda.
situation here, and they're gonna meet someone with a war machine. That's gonna be Kendi out though. Claw gets invested. Purifier inside. War machine from the side of Neon can go for the wipeout here, and he does clean them up, but PJ cancels it out with a Purifier.
Garra.
Taking himself as well with him for the very run, and it's gonna be Wolves so far claiming the majority of time instead of this hill, doing whatever they can. Take this one through up against Elevate,
ahí la
but
acabó.
it's just too scrappy for them.
Se activa el nivelador y lo sacará, no creo. ¿Eh?
Yes, he can, but the trade is spot on. Back and forth battle as
Qué pelea intensa, qué agresividad, hermano, qué frenético hardpoint. Hermoso hardpoint que estamos
we
viendo.
were seeing for Wolves, honestly. They were lacking on the speeds earlier, but at least they get majority of the time and not let Elevate just get a huge
A la
pull away
verga el
on this
pillo, man.
matchup right here. You're also going to be having a
Tiene
gifted
más
spawn
kills que
for next.
cualquiera de Wolves,
That's going to allow you to
Nian
get
está
at
por ahí
least a
cerca
great
nomás.
angle on this
Tilly
and maybe
tiene
shut
más
down a
kills que
couple of
cualquiera
players
de
from
Wolves.
Elevate that will be coming through patio. And so far for Neon, he's going to be the biggest player here, but BJ gets a cutoff, has the BB-50 in his hands, and Elevate are just going to get right back inside the hill despite having the late rotation. Susano playing inside, getting in the mix. The blender is in. Who's going to get blended? It is going to be Wolves as they all fall down. This is going to be Kalo with the equalizer, not going to get any value off of
Qué
it, and
bien entró
Wolves
Wolf
again
ahí,
stand
el nivelador la
strong
cagó
on this
también.
next gun fights.
Spawns was caught in the split for a moment or so. Now it's going to be Elevate defining themselves towards well side. But if you take a look at the laning here from the side of Wolves, you got one player on outer, one player in the inner, and the trades are immaculate. But now Elevate gets a momentary break. Looks like they want to go for the cleanup now, gain some map control towards Metal perhaps, and try to have much more of a better coverage, but it's just not working out.
Ver qué
Wolves
pasa.
here just win the bulk of the time inside of this hill. We move over to the next run on rocks
Igual,
once
Sai tiene
again.
un plus en motivación,
By
¿eh?
Kendi beating the rotation up against Wolves, but he's going to be all alone up against two players there. Biggest 1v1 of his life. He does win it, and it's going to be Elevate once again, opening things up with the first team of contestants.
And Wolves are going to be spawning on the boathouse. Elevate knows that, but they don't have any operators to punish them for now. You're going to have to deal with the weapons of choice. BJ going to be able to slay it out inside of the hill. Hardpoint is going to be open, and this is where Wolves get most of their time on the first hardpoint rotation. So should you get this next 60 seconds right here, you're going to need to put yourself in the back pedals and have that lead. Elevate are going to be continuously scrapping
Qué bien
all of the
rompe
points,
Elevate, hermano, no
and they're going
mames.
to be able to make their operators come up with value with Kendi fighting 4 eliminations on the feed. Wolves are going to be back in spawns, attacking through the mid-map, and Zai is right here with 33 eliminations, going to get shot down by Susano's Claw, and here comes the PJ Purifier.
Mejor uso de operadores de Elevate. Super mejor uso de operadores.
The burner is not yet over. The barbacoa extends to get 6 kills for Elevate.
This is totally a different type of Elevate that we are seeing here right now, Cali. 206
Ya
to
saben quién de
151.
Wolf
Yes,
la
for
está
sure, the lead
cagando, ¿no?
doesn't sound quite a lot, but it's pretty impressive knowing for a fact how dominant Wolves can be on hardpoint now. They have set the tone here But in this very run for P1 so far, early strike, first 10 seconds, gonna go to the hands of the side of Wolves. But we've seen Elevate break this hardpoint over and over again, and it's not gonna be a surprise if they can do it once again, and looking like they do, convert with it. Two players now gonna be found inside. They clear up the top side as well, and they're gonna be in it for a show once again.
I kind of like the POP there for Kennedy. I mean, that kind of looked like a KRM at that angle, but now for Elevate, you're looking pretty good. You see, you got PJ with 44 kills, and he's just being a demon at the moment, the king of KRM. You know, he is definitely insane with the SMG. The Fennec in his hands. He might just be able to explode for a 50 bomb here. But on the other side, you're also going to have to watch out for Peck, who's got 42. He is up there with BJ, going in for the slaying department. But for the moment, he's still Elevated. That has gotten that lead. We're moving on to New. It's 270 to 178. Elevate is close to winning this match. Wolves needs
Tiene que
this
sacar la
next coming
aniquiladora
hill
para limpiar ese
contested
punto, sí o
and
sí,
turn it
Sam.
into a money hill.
Elevate's going to be firmly holding on to their lifeline here, and once again, they got another operator here invested inside this very hill, but King whips out his own equalizer. It's a 4-man investment here from the set of Wolves. Claw, Sparrow, Annihilator, Equalizer is out in hopes for them to retain and get consistent inside of this hill. And so far, the first two waves of gunfight goes into the hands of Wolves.
Yeah, Zai just playing with his life. That's 44 kills for
Nah,
him.
hermano, Elevate entra con todo. What the fuck?
Getting the 3D activated. It's a multiple attack, and Peck is going to be successful in just slimming it down. But BJ with another Purifier
Sí, entró con otro Purim.
and he's going to give himself 50 bombs.
Cada dos hardpoint, PJ saca Purim.
to win the match, and Wolves are going to be trying to throw their figures. But AJ with the denial of the operator, he is going to single-handedly hold down the single lane. 53 elimination. And Elevate will successfully hold down the fort to take away map number 1.
Ay, qué fuerte, hermano. PJ hizo lo que quiso aquí. Mal mapa, mal pick.
I mean, it gets drained away. Another one goes out, and then they have this whole system locked out where they're just able to
49 de tech, Chichín se quedó muy atrás ante el poder de Elevate. Como de costumbre, King anda por ahí también un poco lento. Y el trío dinámico de Wolf, como siempre, resaltando Zain, Yam y Peg. Del otro lado, más que un trío dinámico, yo creo que no tienen a alguien que quedó tan mal como Chichín ni como King, y tienen a uno con 53 kills, que no está tan lejos de las 46 y 49 de Peja ahora que lo pienso. Pero no es que PJ haya marcado gran diferencia, creo que fue algo más colectivo que solamente de PJ.
Took an MVP on a search and destroy where you would normally think it would be Candy or Kalo that would take the reins, but he scored 12 kills with an MG42. And if Elevate does get this map pick in their side, which is
Express.
this is one of their
Bueno, la pantalla dice que es pick de Elevate. Yo veo la bandera de Elevate ahí. O sea que Hardpoint Hacienda lo eligió Wolf y Elevate le eligió Express a Wolf. Es la primera vez que veo que Elevate elige Express. Ojalá que tengan alguna estrategia.
Yeah, let's get it on here, Cali. Starting things off here for a set of Wolves on the offensive strike. They're going to be heading straight for a quick, aggressive default here towards this mid-map. But truly, it's all going to come down to the snipers here to make the plays. Neon here pushed up on the railway. Close going to be on the other side.
Es probable, Huxo, probable.
First initial kills here, Cali. It's just all going to come down to the timing.
I'm still not going to get picked up. And you're just waiting for King and Nia to maybe make a play here. At the moment, it is just a pretty spread out push, but you're liking the position here for Kendi. He'll be able to watch the cross on the mid-map with the elevator position that he's got on the left side of the map. And Yopi's going to be able to pick up the first guy on the wolf spot. That's going to be X-King, Agent 007.
Bien, Marquinhos, bien.
In the same angle, and Kendi finds the read as well on towards Neon. One player, bottom side, Zai. Concussion is out. Spots Zai, relays that information towards Yopi, and he makes the most out of it. From the top we go, he's going to be pegged all alone. 1v4 situation. First up in the line, and it's going to be Kendi going down. Trades coming out quite quickly. smokes get
Lo agarró el
deployed, but
sniper,
it's
lo agarró
not
el
going to be
sniper.
enough to mitigate the pressure that Elevate is building up.
Chichín es
First
como la
round to go
carnada.
to the side of the Red Rebellion.
De eso
You're gonna have to
me
give it up to
lo
Yopi
vi
there,
mucho
who
ayer.
found the
Lo
first
mandan
kill onto
primero.
X-King on the bridges.
A
And also
pushar.
extended out
Siempre lo
towards the
mandan al primero.
punchers to make sure that the team is going to be supplied with the numbers game. And all they just had to do was go and win that 2 eliminations. We entered his second round, and it's going to be an attack side A. And Wolf's going aggressive on it, with Zai holding down the admin building.
Mira como Candy, el sniper, es el que da la información de que no hay absolutamente nadie en B y todos mueven rápidamente la defensa para A.
Watch for the flank, and with a sniper in hand, if ever plays towards the mid map, he might just be able to catch few players off guard. But looking like he does related information instead. And he's
Y
gonna
Wolf
go,
empieza a rotar un
his
poco
teammates are gonna go
lento,
for the rotation.
Él ya empieza a darse
3 players
cuenta
instead of
también de
Elevate,
que
still hasn't gotten the
puede
call.
haber
It's
un
only gonna be
fake.
PG
Sí, ya está
with an
implantando,
R9 waiting for the perfect time to strike.
AK cannot push himself all on his own here. There will be many trades, especially in the head glitches, that will be held down here by King. Back is going to make the rotation onto mid-map. Kind of liking that attack, so you're not really trusting your players around the train tracks. And Yopi, again with the first blood, finding the route, and Genji just supplying the shots with the scope. And now we got some trades going through for Nian and Peg to take down Kilo and Kendi. Now it's a 3v1 situation, all down to Nian with the LW3 Tundra. But Susano there for the shutdown. No clutch will be made as Elevate wins the retake.
Por ahora,
This is so much different than
unos buenos retakes por parte de Elevate, básicamente. Y un Wolf que no está encontrando la manera. Yo creo que Wolf jugó ayer Express, hoy Elevate lo ha practicado bastante.
We've seen a lot of teams outside of the CDM region go up against Wolves and search and destroy, and they start things off pretty strongly, but they lose the train of thought.
Mierda.
And they do falter in the midst of the game itself. If we start things off on this round, the end gets the first blood. Yopi responds back with 2. Klo finds 1 as well. Peg in the process spots Yopi, but the numbers advantage once again granted for the side of Elevate.
Now it's equalized out with this shot sphere for King. Should get that ID on to this players. PJ, they're gonna get attacked by Nian, but still, we have a bait and switch happening for PJ. It's gonna win that fight up against Nian, so now we got a 1v1 situation.
King, el cerebro del equipo. Vamos a ver qué hace. Se la plantó para tren, ¿ok?
On this B side, you got the better range with that BB50 in this close and under this medium range, but King has a sniper.
Wow.
And he's just gonna place himself on train tracks. He's gonna
No sé si la plantó bien.
Just gonna have to wait for
Quiero
that
ver si
clock
la...
to
Creo que sí,
expire. And he's got a good look on it. Easy as spy.
Wow. The timing. Spot on, but PJ decides to check. The IQ is tested.
Ya se sabía, ya se la sabía ya. Ya se la sabía la plantada para tren. Tienen muy estudiada esa jugada ya. Ya se la sabían.
Yeah, let me break
Y no sé qué hacía King mirando solamente para un lado.
bomb plant was at. It's exposed on the train tracks. And what was the rotation like? All the way to arrivals. Head down to the bridges. He saw King prone in, and the backstab was successful.
Era buena la idea, pero él ya se la sabía. Ya se la sabía.
IQ play. This is what we want from the
Literal fue
consistent
directo a
MVP
él.
of Elevate.
He got the aim, he got the brain, bro. And now, I'm going insane here. Elevate 3 in a row. Promising takes here over and over again. This time Wolves. Looking like they're about to get a clearance here on his A-bomb site. Elevate pushed up quite aggressively towards that overpass. Alongside the main entrance as well from the tunnel. From the side of the spawns of Wolves. Checks up now. 4 players in line to go and get the clearance. Elevate gonna give that bomb site for free.
No.
Or 5 Nian's gonna be watching the back.
Actually, King, you gotta find a kill here, man. If we have first 5 rounds, I'm gonna start a hate watch on you, man. But we're gonna continue this.
Por el posicionamiento en el minimapa y la plantada que hicieron ahorita, yo creo que es ronda de Wolf.
Retake is gonna be looking strong here for Elevate on
Es que no la cagan, ¿no?
the train tracks.
Pero están muy bien posicionados para que él pueda romper esta defensa.
Definitely has a low posture. FG still falls down, but here comes the trade. Peg getting the shots down. 2 eliminations. Susano gonna fall out, and it's Yopi on a 1v3. Finally, numbers are in favor for Wolves, and it is going to be a round win. Nice posture to get the first blood. Have those 3 guys set up on lockers to play multiple trades. Elevate could not respond.
Quick one connects here.
Destroy the objective.
Hasta la ronda número 8 es que recién hacemos cambio de bando. Y Wolf necesita el cambio de bando urgente.
Wolves gonna be playing on that A bomb site once again. Ian's gonna try to look to get for a pick off here on the tunnel side and spots Kendi. Disengaged, pulls back. Kendi's now gonna be the one holding the angle. Who can get the shot off first is the question. And looking like Kendi finds the read, takes down Neon. He wants to get some more topside plays coming in from the center peg. Kendi in the process spots Exchange. He spots Zai as well. Free spree for him. He goes down. King rips him away. Close there for the trade. 2v1. King goes down as well. Elevate.
Está imposible para Wolf entrar a esa bomba de D.
Get that one off. Wolves needs a little bit more firepower if they do want to engage in these close range gunfights. But even with Kendi getting ambushed, he still won 2 fights.
Aquí el que pierde queda eliminado. En el siguiente juego cae el loser bracket.
Move on to the next round.
Wolf necesita urgente el cambio de bando.
Looking to get a break here on the speed bomb site. In the process, they lose Zai out. That's not something that you'd want to see. Looking like Elevate, just waiting for the bomb plan to come through.
Elevate se tenía guardadito este mapa, se lo tenían bien guardadito.
Goes for that overextension. It might just be going down, but hey, beautiful start.
El problema es que llegas a un punto donde se te acaban las ideas y Wolf simplemente empieza a hacer todo bien.
It's a clean wipe up against Elevate.
No sé cuántas ideas de retake tenga Elevate, pero mientras más vaya usando, Wolf más va a estar precavido en todas las variantes o variables que pueda ellos entrar, ¿no? Y cuando a Wolf le toque defender, siento que va a cambiar mucho la partida.
And they're slowly gaining ground. Remember, yesterday they started 1-4 on the first half and immediately won the next 8 rounds. So if you're Elevate, this lead is not that safe. You gotta do everything to win this matchup, and it starts here with Kalo, who secures the flank, taking down Nian, who is the hot sniper that we got here on this Express S&D. King going to be on the back lines. It's a crossfire. Kalo's, this is not going to be a good gunfight to take.
No way he gets 1 kill out of this. There's 3 players watching here, and yep, Zai's gonna be able to get the shot off. Flo disengaged. Peg finds one on top of the train. Flo still not gonna be able to find any kills whatsoever, but Yopi makes the difference. He finds a double. Extra Peg under his hands. Susana finds Zai. King all alone. 1v2. The defusal is on. He's too far.
Qué buena, hermano. Dele, los retakes son muy buenos.
Claim back the triple round lead.
It just kind of how do I say it? It's just kind of unfortunate there for King.
Una ronda más y cambiamos de bando.
Because Elevate just kind of saw it immediately run to the bomb. King was just respecting the flank that will come out of Kalo, who had that deliberate early presence on there. So you can see Elevate is absolutely playing mind games in here, not just straight up rushing all of this fight.
Saw Wolves, they threw a lot of Mirage utilities on that A-bomb site. 2 of the trophies, canceled it out. They got the call that it might just be a stacker on his A-bomb site, so they divert things towards B, and they have this clearance right now. So this is looking to be another retake. The question is, can we find...
De nuevo, va a dejar que Wolf planten A y le van a hacer retake. Vamos a ver si ya a estas 7 rondas que han pasado, Wolf ya sabe cómo estar más precavido, ¿no? Siento que plantan y piquean mucho. Ahí perdieron ya.
That is just absolute for Elevate. In his close range
gunfight to take down opposing BVFTs and the snipers,
you have an easier time of winning this. Wolves are down to their last 2 players. X-King stepping things up. Zai equalizes the number, but Susano going to be extending out. X-King still finds the shot now, and it's going to be him on a 1v1. Agent 0.07 up against Kendi with 8 seconds left. Oh, he wins it! Oh, he wins it! Through the head glitch. Nasty shots.
Verga. Kichin está loco, weón. Se arriesgó, pero felizmente lo mató en head glitch. What the fuck?
He just went for it. That's going to be drawing back the lead to just 2 here for set of Elevate. Nate's going to be flying through across this B bomb site. Yopi's going to be able to get the first blood. Wolves longing to get the trade. They find a double. PJ Kendi eliminated. And Glow wants to do exactly the same thing as well. He finds the double as well. But it's just
Vamos,
gonna be Wolves
empezamos las rondas de defensa, papi.
They draw back the lead 1-2 in a row now here for the set of Wolves.
There's so much value you're getting out of Peg in this matchup.
Dame rondas de defensa. A ver, Elevate, quiero ver tu ataque. Yo creo que Elevate tiene algo pensado en ataque, pero Wolf en modo defensa en este mapa es otra cosa, ¿no? Defender este mapa es más fácil. Ya te vi defendiendo, Elevate, quiero ver qué ideas tienes atacando ahora.
Now equally tied up.
Beauty of search and destroy about to ensue here, Cali. If Elevate can find another
No, pero no me copies, Instinct, por favor.
Go for it. Maybe till then, the search and destroy could go down to the wire. So far,
igual es muy pronto, recién han pasado 2 rondas. Elevate puede sorprendernos, cuidado.
Here, but Elevate diverts it down towards the A-bomb side. But in the process, PJ out in the open gets spotted by King. That's going to be enough to slow down the process for Elevate as King once again just laying out the competition here on his A-bomb side.
Está sin ideas, Elevate, hermano.
Looks like the worst B, but they meet one player.
Tal cual como lo pensé desde que empezó el BID. O sea, Wolf necesitaba el cambio de bando para, listo, empezar a cambiar el mapa por completo. Pensé que Levi tenía más ideas en el ataque, por algo eligieron este mapa. Pero por ahora, en estas 3 rondas que estoy viendo, hay 0 ideas. 0 ideas.
So it's now going to be a play per pick. You're gonna really have to hunt for King with your sniper around in Kendi. Gotta have to stay alive as soon as possible, as much as possible, to make this bomb plant work and shut down King. You only have 45 seconds left, and you just need to go around as an area to maybe make some plays. But Nian has the departures on foothold and the wall bang.
No way.
What the fuck?
Oh, King. Kills after kills here on his A-bomb side. Can't get the connection, but Chloe's gonna be there for the flank. Picks up the sniper as well. Wolves, though, gonna be located already inside player 3. King's gonna go for the contestment here on the overpass. Chloe needs to move in quick. Bomb defusal is on. The train passed by. Shouting and screaming the banner of Wolves as now they take the lead.
You see the situation here for Wolves. They are a mid-game adjuster, right? They started off slow, 1-4. Now they have that lead, and when they had that lead up against Team Vitality yesterday, they pretty much run it over. Elevate needs to respond with something that is more solid than what they did in that last round, as they completely, fully hesitated. This time, a quick bomb plant at the A side with your player number 2 and
Esta
PJ.
es buena ronda de Elevate.
Bueno's only got 5 kills here. Going to be stationed in a very aggressive spot, but he gets read on by Peck. Zai takes Susano down. It's a 3v4 situation. You need someone
Hay
to
uno
hold
de
down that
Elevate dando la
bomb.
vuelta para que les agarre
And
la
it's
espalda.
Yopi, who's gonna have himself very close to that angle. He swings by, he's getting baited. Kalo on the lockers room, Kendi on the flank, and they clear out the flank.
Era
And the
Kendi,
last
Kendi,
guy
mano,
standing
era
with
Kendi.
18 seconds left on the trains. He's gonna take down Kendi. He's got 10 eliminations, but time is running out. The swing is good for Kalo. He sees him, buying enough time, spraying and praying, but the punches for Nian is good. But the time is done with. Yopi finds the elimination to tie off the round.
Put a stop into the streak of Wolves here. That's a lot. That's a big statement,
no era buena ronda.
Because
Fue buena ronda,
typically
yo
in
no
the midst of
dijera.
the game where
Si ustedes dijeron
once they
era.
regain the momentum, they put their opposition to a stale point. Hopkins Vitality, they were able to win 7 rounds in a row, and Elevate was able to put a stop here. So it's going to be a bit of a different narrative now, Callie, as they head quick for the B-bomb side. The first 2 kills going to go to the hands of Elevate. Can he get the more, though? Chloe.
Qué buenas conmociones usa Elevate, hermano. Muy buenas conmociones, hermano. Las tiran cuando ya saben que no hay nada de trophy para nada.
They double it down. They take the lead right back.
The LAN Warriors are in here, looking pretty good up against Wolves. And exactly the map that you want to play around. Especially with Yopi taking those first blocks with Kendi. Interchangeably getting those first engagements is just so essential to shut down Wolves. You can see it clearly. King having a slow start despite being one of the MVP performers on S&D up against Team Vitality yesterday. All lies between Nian and Pegirs combining for 16 and 12. That would be 28 kills in total.
Another split here for a set of Elevate. Quite heavily stacked here on the speed bomb side. Waiting for Susano and Clo to try to possibly get a clearance here on his A bomb side. But clearly, there's not a distinct device information that Elevate's holding on to right now. They are still waiting for the rest
Se
to kick
separó
in,
mucho
but as
aquí
we all
Elevate.
know,
No sé cómo van a
Wolves
entrar
like
a
to
una de las
play
bombas. Está
and
difícil.
wait on those angles, but now they put the bomb.
Wolf tiene
out
que, o
there in
sea,
the middle.
Elevate está esperando que Wolf
Not so
venda
certain
un
what's
pick.
going to be called looking like. But Action gets the read on to Kendi. He's going to go for a chase
Bueno,
down. Kendi's
ellos
out.
vendieron un pick.
No trades whatsoever. Numbers disadvantage here for the set of Red Rebellion.
Yeah, and it's gonna be on a tight posture
Está
here,
muy
waiting for
difícil.
some
Cuando es juego
players to
parado
just
está
come
muy
through the
difícil para
bridges, but
Elevate.
that's not gonna happen as the bomb is going to be traversed into the A site. And you like that for Elevate. That has been looking promising for you. You even had some flank routes that you were able to set up for Kendi to immediately take down the players for Wolves attacking on the front side. Now that the bomb is going to get planted, it's a 4v5, still a doable situation. If you can send BJ to play the bridges all the way through this
Ay,
mid-map,
les están agarrando la espalda,
going to be a
mano.
killing blow. You just have to buy time for him to rotate out and destruct Nian, but he's going to take him out. And it's all down to Kalen Susano to hold it down. With 26 seconds left, the bomb is getting tapped. It's getting defused. But Kalo gonna try to swing out. He's good for one. Locker room's in control. Oh, he's gonna get slammed by two players. Playing inside corner. He's gonna get locked down by Nian. And Wolves will continue.
Está difícil, está difícil. Pero está peleado todavía. Está peleado.
Cross of King. Three hands of Nian. Didn't even have to go for the double challenge. Just went for the defusal straight up.
Cualquier detallito, cualquier error puede ser para cualquiera.
Round number 15.
A Wolf no le conviene perder una ronda más, porque si pierde una ronda más, vamos para el overtime y va a haber cambio de bando, van a tener que atacar de nuevo. Así que tiene que ganar todo de aquí en adelante. Se llevaron a King, lo cual es un problema.
That's 8 first bloods for
Uy,
Elevate.
esto pinta ronda de Elevate, hermano.
And it normally on a CDM versus outer region basis, if you try to compare it to Team Vitality, it's always the CDM region that has the most first bloods. But here, Elevate has full control. Admin building locked down. Yopi on a high-low posture at the locker rooms, and it's all down to their last two players. Zai, now last guy standing in the storm, God Susano with the 2 Ps coming out of nowhere.
8-7. Can Elevate be the testament that CDM can falter and search and destroy a lopsided take of Elevate and S&D?
Los 5 de Elevate para B contra 3 de Wolf.
This time around, they go for a barrage, they go for a clash here on this B-bomb side. Vast majority of the kills is gonna go into the hands of Elevate. Wolves, King, Zai, all alone to clutch it up. Is it gonna be enough? Elevate down. Just one more round is all they gotta claim. 2v3.
Van a dejar que planten para luego hacer un retake.
King, too far apart for the trade. It's just all going to come down to the pickoffs now from King as he has a sniper in hand.
Elevate might just be the first team to take an S&D
No way.
out of a Chinese region team on this knockout stage.
No way.
Wolves now sending out their last 2 players.
Lo más seguro es por medio porque oye, donde está Sai está esperando el sniper, creo.
Susano, who's got an Odin in his hands, is prepared for a slide in. All it takes is that one slide in, and that's going to be key shots for him. But King now gets the grenade, but Susano shuts down Zai. And an emphatic position for Elevate to win an S&D to go up 2-0 in this knockout stage. Lower bracket semifinals. King is the last guy standing.
Falló King, ganó Elevate.
Susano with the shutdown. And there we have it. Elevate takes a search and destroy map up against Wolves.
2-0 y le ganaron baby a Wolf. Lo que no pudo hacer X-Rock, lo que no pudo hacer Vitality, lo que no pudo hacer ningún equipo, ganarle baby a Wolf. Se lo ganó Elevate, el que menos pensábamos.
Backside na malupiton lang. Tara, rush B. Sama ka, Susa. Tutukan mo ilalim. Tataas kami, ha? Dead siya. Yeah, triple damage.
May nakatingin ng map lang.
Ako. Sige, triple na. Ito ko lang dito na. Klo.
Dito na. May sniper pa. Pindas ko yung grass, harap.
Meron pa, harap.
Hayaan nyo lumapit.
Wala.
Hayaan nyo lumapit. Push. Nice!
Last one, pare.
Last one. Rush B tayo. Ilalim tayo, pare. Rush B, ilalim. Ready nyo flash nyo,
It is a different day. They had been demons. And there's a reason why they're called the LAN Warriors this year. They just turned it
Jin
off
sigue
when the
quedándose ahí,
team
Yo metería
wants to
guagua por el
win.
control y para el
And
siguiente
Candy
hardpoint.
gonna have to
Urgente.
be showcased pretty well. He's to end the round to make sure that the team is definitely winning
Kenny,
this match.
mejor
But
sniper
Elevate Candy
de arena
gonna take
junto
his
a
first MVP,
FDX.
especially with that option where they're down for the count. And if there's anything that you can highlight for this team right here, is their experience. They have been here multiple times, having fielding this roster for the past 2 years. They are going to be playing in Control Raid, so it's going to be a Wolves map pick. So this is where King
Ok.
made
Es
the
un
absolute
pick de
MVP
Wolf
plays on that B
Control
side.
Raid,
And he's gonna
que lo
need to
juega muy bien
perform
Elevate
with
también.
that
Yo hubiese
same kind
elegido
of
Arsenal
consistency
si
as
fuera
he goes
Wolf.
up against the Candyman
Pero vamos a darle.
for Elevate.
I've seen Elevate clutch up rounds after rounds, games after games in a map of raid control. Not totally being biased here at all, but you just can't deny the history line, the narrative that they haven't been able to put up in this very map. It could either be the best or the worst map for a set of Elevate. So let's come and get it. As we start things off here on the first round, it's going to be a 4-1 split, just having one player sent out there towards the mid-map, and he's going to go down. Heavy push now here on this B control point. Will not happen at all.
PJ está con MP50.
Room and space here for the set of PJ to extend up, while Wolves will try to go for a push
my
on this
gosh.
A control point.
This is a pretty rather quick attack, and you can see it. Wolves responding on Jim. They immediately turn their heads towards the bottom side of the map. And you can see Yopi just kind of getting that info. Immediately goes back towards the bottom bedrooms. And now he gets to pick up Nian, who's got that sniper. So it's going to continuously funnel these players to go around the B side, which gives more map control for Elevate and just kind of leave the A side pretty wide open for Elevate to continue to abuse. First 5-kill metric does go in favor for Elevate. And just like that, they're going to be winning the gunfights. But here comes the wave for Wolves with Nian leading the pack.
Aggressively pushing it up here on his B control point, but 2 players goes down. 2 more to go here for a set of Elevate to hold on to. Zai here on top red. And PJ's gonna be able to get a backstab.
La recogió el piso, la recogió el piso.
Falling to shambles. Looking like they are longing to get the split perhaps. Probably trying to divert things here on his A control point instead, as they've been pretty sloppy with every push that they had to offer on Bravo. But Susano meets them at the middle. And he's going to be able to go on a tree sprint exchange of 1. Quite a work to trade.
my gosh.
PJ's turn here to be on the afterburner. But he's only going to be able to find 1. Information's relayed. Kendi still looking to get some more. The trades are just much more better so far here for the set of Elevate Cali.
Banen a
Just a
Mago
lot
que no ha
more
visto
map
los
control
videos.
again. The mid-map presence Elevate has continuously owned it on the defensive side, which is what you expect since it's the favorable side on this control raid. Wolves are not down to their last 3 players. They need to play a capture.
Sí, confirmo, Flores. Es que no sé por qué eligieron Hacienda, luego no sé por qué eligieron Rey cuando pudieron haber elegido Arsenal. Pero bueno, Elevate no tiene un mal Rey. No sé qué ha hecho ahí el coach de Wolf.
Showcase of how you play for map control. Just focus on one side. At the opening, it was a 4-1 split for Elevate, having their players to attack that B side. Then once they get the first 4 kills, immediately sending BOP to play the attack on the enemy base, filter out their spawns, and just like that, another follow-up for Susano on the opening pick on this B, this round number 2, and that is going to be good on the attack side as they're doing time inside the A side.
Such a good read here for the set of Elevate. They went for a mid-surge, not even contesting towards Bravo, because you know for a fact, just extended map control on towards Alpha, and you should be able to
mucho
spawn
Wolf.
trap or
Juega muy a lo tonto.
progress here on his A control point, and clearly they get the kills first, and now they start to put up the progress here, Cali. It's looking to be another round here for Elevate, especially if they can retain and play their cards right until the very end.
Yopi's now going to be here. Spyro in his hands, and that is going to be Susano again, making the plays. Unstoppable. The Storm God is just good to go. If he has the 9 tails, it's gonna get even crazier. But man, Yopi gonna have the shots connecting with the bread. And now you have yourself an opportunity to stop the clock with the A side. in your control, and you also get the full capture on it. So now you can just fully embezzle the B side. But Zai's gonna fully defend that with the annihilator in his hands, with King at the backup.
They're gonna connect with every shot off their operators, and so far Anzai can get nothing off his annihilator. War Machine, King has been able to claim one. It's enough to zone out the players of Elevate here. Formation's granted, but he's not gonna be able to get anything from that, and now it's gonna be Kendi's turn here with his War Machine, but he gets denied as well. 15-9, Elevate, all these gonna be split for the trays, and this should be another round once again.
Oh, you gotta have to get a lot of value on this if you're packed, as you're needing this map. Could show for your squad, just kind of holding down only one side, and you can see what happened here. Elevate is pushing on the kitchen, so now every player that falls down gets to go back to the basketball court. So that means more grounds covered for Elevate, and BJ's gonna continue the rampage. The King of the KRM, also the Demon with the Annihilator. It doesn't matter if it's not a Purifier, if he does have it in his hands. Elevate is in good hands. He is non-stop. Elevate up by 4 lives. Make that 5. Easily can go to just 2-round lead, as Wolves desperately needing another win. But they're only cut down to their last player, and X-King cannot do anything. What an explosion for Wolves, and a solid explosive performance for PJ.
Wolf, Zai y... Bueno, Wolf y Zai están jugando solos. Perdón, Zai y Pej.
Investment wasted for a set of Wolves. Factors just so much better here for a set of Elevate. The Wolves now here going to go for a heavy push on the control point so far to win the first 3 gunfights, and they start to put up the progress here on this B control point. And they got the clearance, they got its one lockdown. Elevate, if they're going to go for the push here,
si logran capturar la A, esta debería ser ronda de Wolf sin problema. Ya empezaron demasiado bien. Y Elevate ha empezado demasiado... No sé por qué Elevate ha empezado demasiado retraído en esta ronda, pero esta debería ser ronda de Wolf. Vamos a ver qué pasa. Ojalá que saquen una por lo menos.
But you do get to be psycho to capture. You're up by 4 rounds. I have a 4 live lead. So you can make the rotation onto the laundry side.
No me digas que se fue mi internet de nuevo, por favor, Me corto un huevo. No soy yo, ¿no? ¿Seguimos acá vivos, chicos? No soy yo, ¿verdad? Ah, no soy yo. Sigue el stream. No sé qué pasó. Literalmente no es mi
Elevate, I mean, they are trying to get map control as much as they can because they want to ensure that Wolves can get near instead of the control point to drain the time away. Zai's putting a lot of efforts here, but loses the gunfight against Yopi. The trade's not there, not just yet. And it's now going to be Wolves here funneling on the pull side.
Ya, Wing me tiene traumado.
30-16 in the live count. Now you're just backing on the attack on this A side. You would need a bit more presence on that mid map once again. You need the shutdown for Neo. Side, you would need a bit more presence on that mid map once again. You need the shutdown for Nian, and he finds 3 eliminations on it. So
¿qué pasa con la transmisión? Se le está leyendo la transmisión a ellos, como ayer.
Until Elevate responded back with 3 eliminations to put you back at spawns, and now you're back at reset.
11-12, 3 operators found in line here for a set of Elevate. The Claw, the Sparrow gets denied, but it's going to be Susano here with a Claw. Here trying to make the play. Claw himself on the staircase, spots 1. Susano from the back end, supporting, covering Zig here away. Wolves gets the call. They're not going to make the push, not just yet. Going to look for the perfect time. But if ever the Crossfire set it up right here for Elevate, this should be another barrage of heat offered up against Wolves. But look at the top right of your screen. All 5 players of Wolves has their operators.
Yeah, that's gonna be useful here. You just have to throw it out. You need an A-side push, but Yopi, again, shuts down the mid-map push, and Wolves is down their last 4 players. It's an S&D. Susano have been non-stop. Another 2 bomb. Make that 4 spree, activate.
Susano con el mantener para apuntar con los 5 dedos. Está fino con la Oden, hermano, Susano con esos 5 dedos y con la Oden anda fino.
And now we have a game point for Elevate.
3-0 to start things
Chicos,
off
soy muy viejo y muy
inside
inteligente para
of this map.
ustedes. Perdónenme, no voy a caer
Rated
en eso.
control.
Dejen de intentarlo.
Projections was all up high. The Wolves has a better chance of winning this one.
A
Looking
Fío, a
like a totally
Ezequiel,
different
a
story as
ellos.
we head straight inside of this game, Cali. Now, push this here on the speed control point. Elevate, whipping out the war machine off Kendi. Die with Annihilator. Can't get much at all. He gets denied, and the life count is just getting reaped away off the hands and the side of Wolves, Cali.
Oh, this is not looking good if you're Elevate. I mean, if you're Wolves, man. I mean, looking into this, you are gonna be stuck in that mid map, but you can see what's happening here.
No, los 5 jugadores de LA no andan parejos. Susano está casi en los 30 kills, hermano. Y los demás no llegan a 20.
And the pistol inside to take down Lian. And this Sparrow is gonna be taken down. Zai needs to do something. X-King as well needs to light it up. He's only got 14 kills, even worse. King has 9 elimination. You are facing
Brother.
D5 to make this win work.
PJ has his operator. Same goes for a set of Claw. And Claw here has his equalizer. Timing is right. Should be able to get a pick off. Could have been a collateral. Can't find the gap. He's gonna get cooked. Looking to hold it jungle side down to try to offer a pinch here from multiple angles.
Bueno, por lo menos parece que Wolf puede ganar una ronda. Por lo menos.
Close out this game in a dominant fashion. A clean slate of a 4-0. PJ's turn here with his Annihilator. He's gonna go on a spree. See you later, Neon. Spawn.
Oh my.
Side.
Falló ahí, falló.
Wolves are trapped. They can't move around as a pack anymore. It's just gonna be the pinches over pinches. Offered by the side of Elevate. They're on the verge of closing this one out, but the lives are still tied up.
It's a 10v10. King needs this peg. Brings out the equalizer. Oh, good for 2 eliminations. And Wolves are right back into it. Gets us next 5 kills. And Elevate are back at spawns. With only 1 operator utilized. Here for peg, it's good enough to maybe earn 1 more, and it should be a round win for your squad. Yopi gets shredded to pieces. And Peg making the best plays possible, but Candy for the shutdown. 4v9. This should be a round win for Wolves. But Elevate still's got 40 seconds to play around this one.
Your Wolves play this one safely. You don't want to give more chances here for a set of Elevate.
Tiene nivelador, Kalo, tengo una mala sensación. A ver, ojalá que no la caguen. A ver.
Next round. Susano. The 100 killer drone comes flying through. The triple challenge comes in.
A la mierda.
But King finds a double. Beautiful shots coming in. And looking like we're still in it for a show.
Nice. No usaron el nivelador. Yo creo que fue un intento nada más. Un intento X. Se me queman los huevos.
I use sigh of relief, and honestly, you have to leave it up to Peg to get that equalizer to come off volley, to get at least 4 players on it, to make sure Elevate resets, and more importantly, that Sparrow was the most prized piece on it to just make that next 5 kills favor Wolves and just have that 10v5. They have the numbers live advantage, and now they're looking pretty strong on the opening star. They are gonna have that A side access. Elevate looking to leave that one easy for Wolves to capture, for them to set up an attack with Kalo initiating the spawns.
Spawn trap could happen. A lot of scenarios could possibly ensue here, but so far, with whatever projection that Elevate's trying to put up, Wolves is just one-upping here in this process. Coming off, reaping off the momentum that they were able to accumulate on the previous round, and they're translating it over as well here on this round number 5, Cali. A quick capture towards A with the life count in favor for them. Cards are played right, Cali. Wolves still surviving and living inside of this rate of control.
Aggle being taken by PJ is going to be a nice killing spot to counter anyone who would like to try to take the attack on Tiki. PJ just get teared by King. You're in a nice position to really put yourself into a full surround. But Kalo gonna make everything work on the gallery, and Susano, who has been amazing, activates the Susano once again to get those 2 eliminations. He's got 35 kills. You got a minute and 35 to play around this, and now Kendi, no value on the War Machine. Nice counter with the trophy system, and Elevate are now gonna lose some members inside of the B side, and Wolves are right back inside. Susano cannot secure the back attack, but Yopi with the Sparrow shuts down the front side push on the B side, and now we got Kalo with the equalizer Utilizer to at least deny the push coming through mid.
¿Cómo
for the
vamos? ¿Cómo
moment.
vamos?
That's gonna give Elevate at least a chance to stabilize that mid map. And now Wolves have only one angle to utilize, and that's the bottom lane. They need to get some mid map presence here. That might just be the bane if they do not get it sorted out.
Sí, Viper.
Oh my god. 14 to 11. Wolves started off strongly on this round, but it's slowly slipping away from their hands. 13 to 11. They got two operators. Zai once again has his Annihilator. King with his War Machine. Can we see another round here for a set of Wolves, or is it just going to be Elevate overpowering them down? Nian spots Yopi. Drive away, Claw out. Slowly but surely now they're working through this driveway, and this Annihilator from the side of Zai could seal this one down for this round, but they need to move in quick, Callie. 25 seconds left on the clock, but at the end, Susano meets them right there with a claw. This is going to be pretty dire here for the side of Wolves. And they take him out in exchange with the War Machine from the side of King. No response anymore for the side of Elevate.
Wolves needs to hold it down. That's two players staying in the B side, but Kendi shut down the guy on the galleries. And now BJ brings out the Annihilator, finds one. The pressure on the flank is going to be felt immediately. And now it's a pitch play. BJ with the shot down, and that is going to be Wolves.
No te lo puedo creer, hermano.
On a 1v4 with 16 seconds. He gets shot down. Elevate takes the lead. Up by 3-0. Oh, best of 7. About to go for a full sweep. The last remaining Garena team standing, continuing the legacy of being the LAN Warriors.
No puede ser, weón. Estuvo muy cerca, Sar. Uy, la cara de Wolf. La cara de los de Wolf. No se la pueden creer.
The gunfight department. And even better, two of the marksmen, right? It was Kendi with that
y el
sniper.
giroscopio de PJ está como en 100 y algo, más o menos. Es una locura.
39 kills and 25 deaths, and overall has looked to be the most consistent control player for Elevate. Was able to elevate himself.
Vitality le hubiera dado más pelea a Elevate. Wolf perdido, pero si Wolf le ganó a Vitality, ¿cómo Vitality crees que le va a dar más pelea a Elevate? Sí, lo que pasa es que Elevate es lo que dice Fiore literalmente. Elevate juega muy punto, entonces y tú vas a hacer 70 kills fuera del punto, no le va a importar mucho porque todos van a estar metiéndose. Y PJ probablemente también saque su escopeta. Y Yopi también saque su escopeta. Elevate probablemente juegue a doble escopeta en este mapa. Así que bueno, si es que es Hardpoint Sammy, ¿no? Como dijo Cali. Hardpoint Sammy, efectivamente. Probablemente Elevate saque la doble escopeta, PJ y Yopi. Y no tenemos a Wawa para que Wolf juegue a doble escopeta con P. Así que vamos a ver qué pasa. Puede ser Chichin también con escopeta, ya veremos.
Up in the mountains is Summit. And what's the logo of Elevate? It's a mountain. Now, can Elevate secure a 4-0?
Efectivamente, como dije, Elevate doble escopeta. Yopi y PJ, doble KRM en este mapa, uno de los mapas, mejor dicho, el mapa favorito del Hardpoint Summit. Y también Wolf juega doble escopeta, KRM en PEG, R9 de Chichin. Vamos a ver.
And looking like Wolves just wants to retain bottom staircase alongside computers to get some influence inside of the hill. Clearly, it is working out quite well, but the numbers or the gunfight is not really favoring them at most.
Elevate now still going to continue to pursue this mid-map, and PJ having that KRM in his hands.
Aquí es donde entra el poder de los 4 dedos y giroscopio de las escopetas, ¿no? PJ va a ser su lujo acá. PJ y PEG también juega con giroscopio.
Shots fired at a long range, and Zai picks up 2 eliminations, but PJ right back inside the hill to find that double kill. A great start for Elevate PJ, but Wolves are right back inside the hill.
When can we see Peg whip out the KRM and actually put up the impact? Just as like PJ here is going to be going out of his mind every time he survive and live on inside of the hill. He always finds 2, he always finds 3. Currently he's on a 6 combo spree, 29-9. Wolves was once in the summit, but what's happening right now? They're plummeting.
1 minute on this
PJ ya tiene 10 kills. Es una bestia, man. Es una bestia.
And they're able to take down the guy that's trying to flip that spot for Elevate. King has been amazing off the start, and Bang is there with that eliminations going through on towards that mid-map. You get the 5 players to go down for Elevate. You put them back at reset.
Rim is out as well here for the side of Yopi. But he's not going to be able to get the kill. Now PJ, early investment off that Purifier. Got a bit too greedy there to get
El primer operador del mapa fue PJ, ya lo había sacado, mató mucho.
That one singular kill. Yopi's turn here to enforce the hill. It's not going to be enough as well to sustain this one all throughout. The spawn still well given here for a set of Wolves. And now they take
está
back
rotando
control.
temprano Elevate, está rotando temprano con Yopi.
Up, left, PJ, 13 eliminations for him. Never lost an edge up against the close range fights.
Ya empieza Wolf con las rotaciones tardías, cuidado.
Especially with King inside of that hard point. Now it's all about putting your resources to flip that spawn onto next. You got 5 operators that you have for Wolves that you can utilize to make sure that the break here is gonna be strong. But Yopi gonna have that Sparrow gonna be locked in. King gonna have the equalizer to solo break the point, and Wolves are right back in.
3 operators out here for the side of Wolves, but they quickly get washed away. Kendi's now turned here to save the day. Sparrow is out. It's gonna be the Preddy here. 51-44. Hardpoint contested by each and every single player here from the side of Wolves. But Close gonna go for this wraparound to clean it up. The backstep from Stro, and they take the hill right back.
Okay, I mean, now you still got some safety net here for Wolves. You've done a great job contesting. You're just really stopping a lot of this time to favor Elevate. So you're just going to have to continuously do that. But PJ, 16, gonna get himself eliminated there by EN. But a nice shot for Wolves to make sure the contest is there to not turn it into a mudhill. But nevertheless, Elevate still got a huge chunk of time on this hard point number 3, and they're also already set up for next. And your players for Wolves are just kind of spawning out, so it's not going to be pretty friendly, especially with Yopi. He's trying to flip that spawn. Sai is gonna fall down, but Snean, big play to make sure Wolves stays in the right side of the map.
Yopi PJ try to go for the flag right there, coming from the catwalks. Now Peg here into the cargo has 2 players up front. Will be able to get the first kill. Connects with a second as well. So Sano and Kenny gets denied. Spawn still gonna be favoring Wolves, but it flies through. Kenny gets the kill, and that's gonna be enough to flip the spawn. Elevate back in track.
King just gonna fall down there. Elevate still pretty scrappy on this P4, but this is where you kind of saw Wolves just kind of falter when they were playing up against Vitality. This P4, they're just playing scrambles, and it has not looked pretty good. In the same exact moment where they have all been gone down on the kill feed, that's 4 players going down. That means they play a reset, and Elevate gets to secure a 60-point lead margin as we enter P1.
112-64 here. Another Predator flies through. He's gonna be able to find one. Information granted. Kendi inside of the hill, looking to get some influence there, but the trade is spot on. Yopi's turn here to whip out the Sparrow. Gonna be an early investment here on the start of this P1, and he's gonna be able to find 2, modulating the sponsor on the top side. He's gonna go on a spree, 9 combo spree under the hands of Yopi.
Yopi sacó PM, en serio.
Yopi 1 Kenobi! Solo handling, Wolves on the spawns, and War Machine don't be invested for Elevate Kendi to secure out the shadows and all the way to throw computers.
Chicos, no sé qué pasó.
30 eliminations! It's not over! The switcheroo almost takes down Peck. He has to dance to stay alive. Wolves with a great break inside. Gonna be able to secure some time and make sure to chip away.
Chicos, porfa, dejen el like, avisen por todos lados, avisen en todos los streams. BryanT ya volvió, avisen por favor, ayúdenme compartiendo el stream en WhatsApp, en Discord, en todos lados, porfa.
And they have full control for a moment or so by Yopi PJ. The tandem is on, they get the break here for the scrap time, but Wolves want to take it right back at the end of it. Now we move over to P2 where the spawns are once more given here from the side of Elevate.
Now, this is where Wolves definitely had a lot of time claim on the first set of hardpoint, so you're really pretty confident on this one. But Elevate, they're going to be coming swinging here with Yopi again with 34 eliminations. He has looked confident that Force is strong on him, and now he is going to have his teammates back him up and secure the pinch play with the equalizer. Good for 3 eliminations. Wolves has a counter to bring out the War Machine. Hasn't fully get him to sweep inside the hill, but it has controlled the crowd and has removed some of the players for Elevate inside of the hill.
100-point mark finally reached here by the side of Wolves. TJ's gonna go for the cut here from the back. He can go on a spree once again. Double kill for him, but player Tree King does deny. Fortunately, Claw is there right around the parameter to get the trade. 3-man kill on the feed for the side of Elevate as they look to go for the full commitment here on the scrap time. They extend the lead furthermore. Gotta keep in mind, Yopi has the EMP, he pops it down. Can he find a breakthrough though? The Claw is out here for the set of tag, and it's going to be able to deny a few players up on the front. But the flank comes in from the side of Kendi, and the rest will live on. Claw is there to try to take the spawns away. Wolves still having the clear definition.
Okay, Peg, they're gonna have themselves EMP'd. Yopi has brought it out, and the Sparrow is there to maybe make the point. Zai is gonna fall down.
Ok, yo ya compartí por todos los lados que podía, por WhatsApp, por Discord, por Instagram ahorita. Ayuden ustedes también compartiendo, dejando el like. Avisen en todas las transmisiones que ya volvimos. Y mejor que Peg, por lo que vi hoy, pues sí. Ahora, yo he visto perder a Wolf el año pasado la final, la gran final de la CDM contra Q9 4-0 y ganarle 2 veces seguidas en el mundial. Así que esto para mí todavía no significa mucho. Lo importante es el mundial.
But he's gonna be able to get the clearance. But Peter quickly hops right in. Elevate still getting the last bit of scrap time.
So far, I mean, this is where you need to bank on all of your points.
Quiero dejar algo claro. Yo he visto el año pasado, luego de la CDFI que ganó Wolf, jugaron la gran final de la CDM. Q9 le ganó 4-0 a Wolf. Y luego en el mundial Wolf le ganó 2 veces seguidas a Q9. Ojo, ahí la dejo.
With the shutdown inside the hill, Wolves will be able to secure the first 30 seconds. Enough for them to make sure that the lead is down under 30.
A solidified hold here by the side of Wolves on this T4. What awaits them is going to be a big old push here towards mid-snow, but looking like they are not going to be able to get anything away from that here if you're on the side of Elevate. And now the lead just gets chopped down to just 10 points here, Cali. Wolves here bound to get a full 60 inside of this very hill, and it's just all across the board. Wolves reaping away the lives of Elevate, but once again Kendi is there to get the break, and they claim the last 10 seconds up inside of this hill. Kendi just spot the triple right there, and they're gonna be able to sustain this one through. They
Hasta aquí
take the
estaban
lead right
parejos.
back.
Hasta aquí. Algo pasó a partir de acá, ¿verdad? Algo pasó a partir de acá.
Back in X-King, now the double shotgun duo. Kendi gonna lose out on the power position. PJ now going in for the 36 ball.
Ah, bueno, ya sé lo que pasó. Tiene nombre. Se llama PJ lo que pasó.
PJ on a 5 spree. Now the king of KRM showing who's the boss. Now they're back inside the hill, and he is gonna get shut down by the
Buena triple de King ahí.
And here comes the cavalry for the pack of Wolves. But Elevate
Buena
Kalo with
triple
a
de
3-piece.
Kalo.
The shutdown is successful. Wolves are back at spawns.
210 to 184. 40 points separates Elevate from eliminating Wolves here. 20 seconds left instead of this hill to fight for.
Mira, hasta ahí estaban parejos. Elevate sacó un poco de ventaja en este hardpoint. Y luego no dejó de presionar, no deja de presionar, nunca deja de presionar el hardpoint.
Looks to get some more. The trade is on. Equalizer is out. 43 kills already granted, but is it going to be enough is the question. 215 to 191. Scrap time still being fought.
Yeah, Yopi and PJ, they have been amazing, but on the flip side, Zai and King have all their own, and he's got to be a spraying machine, but Chisano just going to be equally trading those shots. Elevate are going to be having the green spawns. They are in a pinch play position, and they're going to be able to claim the few early points on this B2. Now only 15 points away from winning this match.
Elevate is on striking distance to close this one out. They got more than enough time inside of this hill.
No mames, qué buena war machine.
Comes out flawless. But Zai hops up to get the kill. Nian with his own war machine.
No sé si Nian le va a dar a alguien.
But he can't get the shells to connect. PJ's waiting for the push to ensue with his spear fire in hand.
Definitivamente el mejor purificador del mundo es PJ. El mejor puri del mundo es PJ.
Wolves, they need to hop in right now, but looking like they're struggling over and over again. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Elevate wins the series 4-0.
Mi corazón sigue dividido. Solo que me esperaba más de Wolf.
Arena team standing, holds on, and survives. And today they show And these teams, it may be the end of their run for Wolves, but they are still the third best team in China. And
Esperaba
they'll
más de
still
Wolf.
be playing in the
O sea, mi corazón
World
está dividido en este match
Championship. And there's
desde
a
el
high
inicio,
chance that we get
pero
to see these two
sinceramente
teams
esperaba más de
square
Wolf.
off once again. Wolves couldn't handle the
En
heat,
kills muy
and
parejos,
they
¿eh?
are able to sustain and get the job done
Definitivamente,
with a 250 to 195
definitivamente Wolf tiene que sacar
points
a
on our
Chichi del
scoreline
equipo.
to end our matchup.
Ya
Now,
los 4
we did say
mapas,
that
hermano, los 4
the team
mapas.
played overall.
A la
And they
izquierda
do bad.
tienes todos parejos. A la derecha, en los 4 mapas no puedes quedar así, hermano. O sea, ya es demasiado ya.
MVP for the tournament.